Hello everyone, welcome to Next Gen AI Academy. I hope you are doing good. In this video, we are going to learn about pie chart. You can see the agenda here. First, introduction to pie chart. Then we will learn how to draw the pie chart and decorate it. At the end, we will discuss what are all the common mistakes done during plotting the pie chart. The easiest way to remember pie chart is pizza. Let me explain a scenario. After that, we will correlate to the technical part. So, try to get the insight of this story. Okay, we ordered a pizza with a group of friends, and we know pizza will be in circular shape, which means 360 degree. If I draw the x and y axis, 0, 90 degree, 180 degree, this will be 270 degree, then 360 degree. Now we can slice this pizza into pieces as per our requirement. For example, this portion is for friend 1, and then this particular portion is for friend 2, and this particular portion is for friend 3, and this portion is for friend 4. Like this, we are slicing the pizza into pieces. This particular slice we call that as wedge. Wedge is the technical terminology when you consider a certain partition from a pie chart. Now, what other observation we can see it here? Okay, for example, when we consider friend 2, this is 90 and this is 45 degree. It means 90 plus 45, 135 divided by 360, which is equivalent to 37.5 percentage of pizza was taken by the friend 2. Same way, when you consider this F3, it will be 45 by 360, around 12.5 percentage. So like that, we can able to calculate the percentage of that particular wedge. Here, this is the arc. This is an arc. So the arc length of each sector is proportional to the quantity we are describing. So this is how we can able to compare the wedges against the whole pie. In sense, this particular friend 2 against the entire pizza. Always remember, we can't compare friend 2 with friend 3. That is not purpose of the pie chart. If you want to compare these two friends, then we have to go for the bar chart. Then when we should use pie chart is part to the whole relationship in your data. Hope you understood the concept behind the pie chart. Let's see technically. Pie chart is a circular representation divided into sectors. You can see it here. Each sectors are called wedges. In this example, we are considering yearly sales analysis of 4 products. Each product, how many percentage it sold, it's giving an idea. So for product 4 sold only 10 percentage, very less on the whole. And product 1 sold 45 percentage, which is highest in the entire product list. And the arc length of each sector is proportional to the quantity. We already discussed that also. Very important now, when to use pie chart. This is one important thing most of the data scientists will miss out. It is used mainly in comparing the wedge against the whole pie. We will never compare between wedges. Keep that point, remember. In another way, we can say part to whole relationship in your data. And this point, it is used in categorical data. If you don't have any idea about categorical data, please watch previous two videos. I have already explained about the types of data. Fourth one, usually one category makes more than half of the total. For example, in a product, if one product is 50 percentage, other products are remaining 50 percentage they are sharing, means then representing as a pie chart is very good idea. Common mistakes, let's discuss that at the end. Now let's try to plot the pie chart step by step. Let's create the pie chart using pie function. First step, let's import the matplotlib. So import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt alias. So going forward, I will be mentioning plt instead of this big line. Let's execute that line. Okay. In this example, we are trying to plot the same graph. This will be our end product. So totally we have 4 product. Product 1, 45, 15, 30, 10. So let's try to plot that. I am giving it as a list. So product variable, 4 values, 45, 15, 30, 10. Then plt dot py. Then pass the product. Then plt dot show. Execute. So with the help of py method, we can able to generate the pie plot. But still it's not fully completed. So we can add title and labels. So I'll be reusing same code again and again by adding few more parameters into that, rather than coding it as a single program, so that it will be easy for you to understand step by step. Now we are going to add the title and the labels. Title means this particular yearly sales analysis. Label means product 1, product 2, product 3, product 4. Like that we can name it. Product labels equal to, again we have to give it in the list all the 4 product 1, product 2, product 3. Then I have to mention the title, plt dot title yearly sales analysis. Now initially we mentioned only product as an argument. Now one more parameter, product labels. For that you have to mention labels equal to product labels. Let me execute. See, it is much better than before. Then how to remember these particular arguments or parameter? It's very easy. Just click here, press shift tab. You will get the signature, then press plus button. You can see here these many number of arguments we can mention it in the pie method. Explode, shadow, colors, autopacity, rotate labels, and what is the meaning of each parameter is also mentioned in this particular help. So in this video I will be explaining some important parameter, but in future if you get any doubt, what you can do is you can use shift tab to get this option. Next, let's try to generate the percentage, because it's not fully good, right? We have to mention how many percentage each product is. To mention the percentage, it's very easy. We have to add one more parameter, auto pct equal to and percentage 1.1 f percentage. Let's execute. You can see the percentage is displayed for each product. If you want 2 decimal point 1.2, then it will be 45.00. So this is after the decimal point. So I'm going with single digit. So 45 percentage product 1, product 2, product 3, product 4. Next one is adding the legend. Legend means above the figure it will say product 1 for which color, product 2 for which color, like that it will display. So this is another new line of code, plt dot legend. Execute. See the difference. Initially it was like this. Now each color which product it represent, but it is above the pie chart, which is not looking good. So either it should be left, right, or bottom. Even we can do lot of modifications for that also. So let's design the legend. Just click on legend, shift tab, and see the signature. So you can scroll it and learn one by one, that is in which location it should display, whether it should display in the upper right or lower right, those strings. Like that we have a lot of things, and we will be using this bb box to anchor. The sample is also given, you can refer the sample values. So let me add one by one. Title, I want to mention it as product details. Then loc, location, best. Then bb, so b box underscore 2 underscore anchor equal to 10.51. Let me execute. It looks even much better than this particular one. So what we did here, we added this product details and the location and exactly where it should look. So these two parameters are important parameters. Now let's copy paste same code. Explode the wedge. What do you mean by explode? I want to take a particular wedge out of the circular pie chart. I'm just showcasing in client like this is the one we have to focus. So how to do that? Let's define it. My explode equal to which one you want to explode. Product 4 is 10%. I want to explode that. Rest of the product, let it be in the same position. So product 4, I'm giving 0.1 inch. Then what you have to do here, add that parameter explode equal to my explode. Just run it. See here, the product 4 just came out of that pie chart. Measurement is 0.1. And some guys will do like this. This is totally wrong. Whenever we deals with the explode, always showcase only one particular wedge. Don't show like this. That's not a good way to represent the explode. Then next one, modifying the start angle. This is one more concept. Just focus. When we have like this is 0, this is 90 degree, 180, 270. We know it's an anti-clockwise, it will come. So by default product 1 will start from 0 degree. See, this is the product 1. It started from the 0 degree. Once product 1 is done, then it will start with product 2, then product 3, then product 4. So the default starting position is 0 degree. If you are not mentioning, it will start from here. The sequence will be in the anti-clockwise direction. Now we can also change these angles. How? We have to include one more parameter to the pi method. Now we can define the angle from where it should start. So start angle equal to, let me put 45 degree and see the changes. See, this is where 45 degree will locate. So from 45 it is starting. If I put 90, you can see from 90 the product 1 starting. Like this we can able to change the angle also. I will put as 180. 180 means what will happen? From here it will start. That's why from here the product 1, the product 2, the product 3, the product 4. So it's in anti-clockwise. So So this is how we can define the angle also. Next one, updating the wedge color. So here it's a auto generated color. We can also change these wedge colors. Few examples, like you can mention full color name or letter. Sometimes we can also mention the color code. Everything it will work. So my color is equal to product 1 orange, product 2 yellow, white, product 3 within the double quotes light green, product 4 color code. Now let's try to add that parameter colors equal to my colors. Let's execute this. Yes, the color of each product is updated. You can see the difference. Then we can also add the shadow. Just one more parameter, shadow equal to true. Let's execute and see the difference. There will be a light shadow. Here there is no shadow. This is also good way to represent the chart, but don't go for the 3D chart. 3D chart will not give a very good picture about the pie chart. Then we can also modify the figure size. Here it looks a little bit smaller. We can increase the size of that also. Let's define the figure size. PLT dot figure, then figure size equal to, what is the dimension, 5 comma 5. See, it look bigger than this. You can also make 7 7. See, this look even bigger. If you want, you can increase the size according to your wish. Then the last one, how to save this to a image. I am just adding the explode also. Added the explode. Let's execute. Yeah, now explode is also added. Let's try to import it. This point you have to keep it in mind. You have to include this line before plot.show. If not, it will save as an empty file. Most of them will do this mistake. So plt dot save figure, and you can give the file name like yearly sales analysis dot format png. In addition to that, we can also add some transparent to that, so that it will be very good for using in ppt. Transparent equal to true. So let's execute. So execution is completed, and you can see the file is generated here. Now just to show you the difference, for example, you can copy and paste it here. See, it's a transparent. This is how you have to do it. Now the most important point is common mistake. Usually those who don't know about basics, what we learned now, they will do these mistakes. Displaying many wedges, that's not a good idea. Here 4 or 5 is okay. Some of them will use 50 to 60 wedges. This is one sample. How many wedges? See, this is not at all a good way to represent a wedge. And 3D, I said no, 3D it's not a good idea. Always go with the 2D. Avoid 3D. Displaying many wedges, using many explode. See this one. We should not showcase like this, but in this image they have shown like that, but this is not the right way to show. Only we can split few, not all the wedges. Then improper color selection, of course you have to choose properly. Then make sure the total pie chart must be 100%. When you add all the values, it should be equal to 100. So these are all the most common mistake done during creating the pie chart. Takeaway point, use pie chart to express part to whole relationship. And whenever we deals with categorical data, the best way to represent us using pie chart. Hope you got a good clarity about this topic. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.